Hi everyone, welcome to the 6th weekend preview. I'm Totally Speedway's publisher and editor, Daniel Powell. Just quickly before I do it, just share it on my social media channels. Just bear with me. But what a weekend we have coming up. We've got the Speedway Grand Prix, which is going to be held at Melbourne's Etihad Stadium in Victoria. That's the third time it's been held this year, but we're on the verge of crowning our first World Speedway champion since Chris Holder in 2012. So we've got Jason Doyle, New South Wales' own. He's looking to wrap up the World Championship. He's got to score 8 points, but yeah, hopefully that's with that. And Richard, yeah, nice to catch up with you last weekend too, mate. So I'll just share it on social media, but please like, comment, share, and I'll do my best to answer it. Hopefully the noise is okay. We've got a Halloween party here at work, so that's going to be taking place tonight. So it's a bit loud. Everyone's getting a bit merry in the spirit at the moment. So I'll just share it on here. And then we've got that. Andrew Firth, good luck this Saturday night at Brisbane's Archfield Speedway. They'll be out to modifying to there. So it should be, yeah, some good racing there. Just bear with me, just share this video. But please like, comment, share, and I'll do my best to answer it. So just bear with me. 2 seconds. I'll be there. Thanks, Jason Alfield, for tuning in. Okay, 2 seconds. So the joys of life. I need like an intern or something so I can they can share it for me. But since I've got to do everything myself, that's the way it is. So yeah, guys. So it's going to be a big weekend. We'll start with the Speedway Grand Prix. So that's this Saturday night. Our own Jason Doyle is on the verge, as I said earlier, to be the first World Speedway champion in 5 years, the last being 2012 for Chris Holder. And yeah, so he's currently leading the championship with 142 points. That is 21-point lead that he holds at the moment. He holds it over Patrick Durek with 128 points. Third is Ty Wolfenden, that's a two-time Australian champion and the Australian world champion, UK born, that spent his most of his childhood growing up here in Australia, so we count him as one of our own. Fourth is Matty Jagard with 113, and then yeah, fifth in the point standings with 109 is Emerald Stroganoff. Hopefully I'm saying these names correctly. Probably not. But yeah, so I'll do my best. But we've got 5 Aussies in the field. Not only do we have Jason Doyle, who's going for his first championship, he's been unlucky in previous years. He had a spectacular crash last year, or the year before. Sorry, that really injured him. He got injured last year when he was on the verge to win the world championship. So hopefully redemption this year. So you've got Chris Holder, of course, he'll be there. Hopefully he was last round winner. He won the round last year here in Australia, so that was awesome to see. He brought the house down with an epic ride. So hasn't had the strongest of years, but hopefully he can finish like he did last year on a high. And yeah, it'd be great to see Aussies on the podium. So we've got, apart from the mainstays in Doyle and Holder, we have 3 others. So Sam Masters, who could remember when back 2 years ago when he had that collision or incident with Nicky Pedersen and his crew members for that matter. So Sam's back. It's going to be great to see. Mildura's own Justin Sedgman, he's got a ride for this weekend's show. Then we've got Davey Watt. So he's recently announced his retirement from racing. He's moved away from the UK and is living back here in Australia and Queensland. That's where he was born up, so originally from Townsville. And yeah, he's doing his final hurrah with Speedway as a rider at this Saturday night show. So he's 39 now. He's replaced one of the injured riders. And yeah, it's great to see Davey Watt, one of the characters and one of the country's best. He was very good in the elite league. You know, helped the Pool Pirates when they had that dominance about 4 or 5 years ago with Holder and Darcy Ward and all that. So he was a mainstay there. So that was great to see. But hopefully everyone can get out there and support it. They have a big crowd. They've struggled a lot with crowds in recent, like in the the crowds have been okay. You know, on 10,000, you don't get them anywhere else in the country in terms of that. So, but yeah, for such a big stadium, a big event, and yeah, hopefully it's well supported and everyone can get down there. We're already seeing on social media now a lot of people that are really excited already down there, and yeah, go the Aussies. Hopefully they can clean sweep the final. It'll be awesome to have all 4 Aussies in the final. It's probably not out of the question. So who knows? You know, when it's hopefully, firstly, 8 points Jason Doyle needs to collect so he can be crowned. So hopefully he does that by the 3rd heat. So runs second and first in two of his actual the first 2 heats, and then if he wins, if you be able to wrap up the championship with a win, that'd be awesome. So you get 3 points for a win, 2 for second and 1 for third. So hopefully he gets a win in his first heat, second in his second heat, and wins the 3rd heat and brings the house down. So we've got here Christy Bonzi. Hope you get better, Christy, and get back out the track soon. Jason Loft. Hopefully, Jason, you enjoyed your Formula 500 debut last weekend. Dan Holohan had a Formula Ford, so it's good to see you supporting the sport. So Andrew Menzies saying he'd take it to the Ekka for the Speedo Grand Prix. That'd be interesting. So yeah, we've got that. So apart from Speedo Grand Prix final this Saturday night, we've got Sydney's Valvoline Raceway. So hopefully the weather holds off. We've had a lot of rain over here overnight and into this morning, so they haven't called it yet, but hopefully can get run if the weather holds up. A bit overcast here, but hopefully tomorrow will be a great time, get some racing. So surprise, surprise, 50 plus cars, 57 officially been nominated, that have nominated for the 3rd round of the Ultimate Sprint Car Championship. So amongst the nominations, Robbie Farr, Sammy Walsh, the Dumsneys, Max, Matt and Marcus. Matt's coming off a high after running 2nd last weekend in the 2nd Eureka Garages and Shed Series round at Heartland Raceway in Wamama. So he ran 2nd to Jamie Veal. Yeah, I think I was trying to remember. Yeah, Jamie Veal, I think, yeah, he went back to back. Sorry, just had a bit of a brain fart there. So he ended up, so Matt will be coming off a lot of confidence and hopefully he can pick up another win at Sydney Valvoline Raceway. Apart from the Dumsneys and Sammy Walsh, you've got Sean Dobson, of course, he's returning here to his own car for the 3rd time this season. So he had last weekend off, but he'd been running before that David Dixon car. So yeah, Sean was particularly fast and in contention for a podium at the opening round back in September 30. So yeah, hopefully that can he can come out and back up that form and run at the front. Like I said, you've got Troy Little, the 2 Braziers, obviously Gary, the 6-time Australian champion, and his talented son, who's the current Australian number 5, Jordan Brazier, Ben Atkinson, of course. So yeah, a lot of races out there. It's really exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out there on Saturday night. So yeah, apart from 14 sprint cars, you're going to have AMCA National Super Sedans. There's a good field of about 20 cars, getting a lot of practice in between before the national title. It's going to be held here later this season. We've got the Lightning Sprints as well. They should have 15 odd cars, so it'd be good to see Darren Kane's amongst the nominations for the Super Sedans. So yeah, so they're all exciting. So with that, also we go further up north into Brisbane's Archfield Speedway in Queensland. They've got the 4th round of the East Coast Logistics Series, so that's for 14 sprint cars. The usual suspects: Andrew Shirley, Luke Oldfield, Mitchell G, Peter Lack. Those guys have had great starts to the season and naturally looking for that to continue. A couple of notable admissions from the field because they're running down at Sydney's Valvoline Raceway. Tomorrow night will be Dylan Menz and Jaden Peacock. Dylan Menz competed in the season opener last month, so about a month ago. And yeah, he's coming back for a 2nd run, so he's getting a lot of support and mentorship from Marty Perovich. That's great. A guy that's raced for many years, and great to see that Dylan's getting that support. And also Jaden Peacock, former Australian junior sedan champion, before after that ran wingless and in sprint cars, shown had a pretty good start to the season. It's going down to Valvoline Raceway for the first time to take on the big guns. It's going to be a big step up, but I'm sure Jaden and his talent and his team will be able to adapt and put in a strong showing. So we've got there, so apart with at Archibald Thread, has got the VHM Modifieds, there's 20 plus cars there, headed by Kevin Britton, Andrew Pizzuti. You've got the Firth Motorsport team in Andrew Firth and Nick Knott. So that's really good to see there with that. With that, and apart from the main, so the 14 sprint cars and the VHM Modifieds, you're going to have Formula 500s, compact speed cars, and open sedans. So it's going to be a lot of jam-packed racing headed by 2 V8 divisions. So they got sprint cars and obviously the VHM Modifieds put on some great racing, and no doubt that will continue. Also, if we go over to the West Coast, to Western Australia, the Perth Motorplex, they're having their season open. They're trying something different. Obviously, it's been a bit upheaval with the Perth Motorplex and its future and the owners and and what they're trying to do. But they're kicking off their season with the Power Palooza. So that's going to incorporate a number of forms of motorsport. So it's going to be speedway, of course, drag racing, and burnouts. So 3 different motorsport disciplines, and they're going to be coming together, just trying to introduce new people into the sport. Something given, I reckon, full credit to them, and hopefully that they can, actually make it work, and hopefully help grow each sports, and working together 2 different. The Perth Motorplex is one of it's the country's leading facility. It's probably not the best track in the country, of course, with that, but it's certainly got a great facility, and they're trying good things and trying different things. So with the 410, so on the program you have 410 sprint cars. It's going to be opening round of the AHG series. You're going to have defending series champion Brad Mialo and his older brother Jamie. Also amongst the nominations, you're going to have Daniel Harding, Jason Pride, Jason Kendrick, all those guys. Also there's Sean Bradford, close. But with that, we're going to be doing, it's going to be a lot of racing. There are, apart from 410 sprint cars, you're going to have late models, so that's round 2 of the Pro Dirt series. So opening round was won by Brad Blake. So Brad Blake will be looking to continue that. Also, you're going to have Formula 500 speed cars and wingless sprints. So wingless sprints making their second appearance for the season. They did try and do it at the Kalgoorlie International Speedway a fortnight ago, but it's unfortunately lost to rain. So so it's great to see, and great to see the Perth Motorplex are trying different things, because this sport, it's criticised for not really trying different things, but it's pretty cool to see. And hopefully it works and grows all the sports, and it's a win-win for everyone. So we've got that. Also staying in Western Australia, we've got Kalgoorlie International Speedway. They held their season, or tried to hold their season open back in October 14, but unfortunately it was lost to rain. They're back now for the annual Stocktober, which is a street stock event supported by Groundmasters. So they're the experts in earth. They're a local business owned by Bob Wakefield, who's a street stock racer. And they're going to be amongst the nominations, also his son Evan as well. So there's going to be plenty of racing going on there. Also going to have Darren and Megan Forrest, who are coming over from Victoria, and then across the Melbourne supporting this event. So it's really cool to see, and it's great to see that everyone's supporting it. But apart from street stocks from the Stocktober event, you're going to have AMCA Nationals, production sedans, and junior sedans. So a pretty good, strong line. Hopefully the weather's fine, and they get a good crowd. So we've got there with that. Then we've got Hobart's, or Solo Speedway in Hobart, or Hobart Solos, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's their season opener down in Hobart, so it's down south in Tasmania. On the program, you've got Super Sedans, AMCA Nationals, Speed Cars, Modified Sedans, Tassie Sixes, Bombers, and Speedway Karts. Hobart Solo Speedway is probably one of the most picturesque track, in my opinion, when it comes to speedways across the country. And hopefully they get a good crowd out there. There'll be a good mixture of it's a low-key event. There's no sprint cars or anything like that. They were last weekends. So, yeah, so hopefully that can all come together. So we've got a number of other classes that's going to be happening with that. We've got other tracks, that are going to be running. We've got Grafton Speedway, so that's in northern New South Wales. They're going to be running. They've got Demo Derby, of course, that naturally being a big crowd. They get a good Demo Derby. That's what Speedo's relied on for many years in order to attract a crowd. Apart from that, you're going to have wingless sprints in terms of the racing on the track, and wingless sprint racing and nationals, production sedans, RSA, street stockers, junior sedans. And then staying in New South Wales, just a bit further down south from Grafton is Tamworth Speedway, and that's going to be held by the New South Wales title for micro sprints and a number of support classes on the bill there. So that's good to see. Then we go to Queensland. Maryborough Speedway's got their 2017-2018 season opener. Headed by that, they've got super sedans for the latest round of their Queensland series. Wingless sprints will be running for round 3 of the Montreal Race Parts Club Championship. And there's a strong field there of about 18 cars, I think it is, 15, 18 cars. Then we've got production sedans, national fours, street stocks, junior sedans, a huge fields. I was looking through the nominations the other day, and the nominations very strong for production sedans. It's like 20 plus. So it's really exciting to see the growth of sedans in Queensland, and yeah, bring it on. That's a good one. Then we've got Cairns International Speedway in Cairns in North Queensland. They've got Formula 500 modified sedans, junior sedans, national fours, sprint sedans, and a couple of super sedans. So hopefully their season's wrapping up now, pretty close to it. So they're going to be getting back into it. Yeah, finishing up the season. So yeah, with that. Then we've got Sun State Speedway Kart Club in Brisbane, in Queensland. They're going to be running. They've got a Speedway kart meeting that's going to be held there as well. In Victoria, you've just got the Junior Trophy Night that's going to be held at Sunraiser Speedway Kart Club in Mildura, and they're going to be running on that night. In South Australia, we've got Murray Bridge Speedway, so that's about an hour. It's east of Adelaide. I think that is. I think my geography's correct there with that. We've got. Yeah, they're going to have super sedans, junior sedans, street stocks, mod lights, and classic vintage cars. I was interested to see during the week the late models were cancelled due to lack of numbers. They're holding the Australian title there this year. That was taken from Adelaide during the off-season to Murray Bridge. So hopefully they can get some more numbers on the local front. You would think holding an Australian title would bring a lot more cars out, but at this point of the season, we're into late October, and they've had to be scrapped from the field, from the Murray Bridge Speedway program. So that's disappointing, but hopefully they can turn it around. So I've got that. Over in Western Australia, more racing. Bunbury Speedway's got a club show. Mora Speedway's got a junior trophy night, so that's going to be held. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up the racing here in Australia. We've got on the international front, apart from the Speedo Grand Prix, which is obviously here in our backyard in Australia, we've got the latest World of Outlaws round, which is going to be held over 2 nights. So that's going to be Saturday morning / lunchtime, and also Sunday morning / lunchtime. So, and that's the World of Outlaws round, the Outlaw Boot Hill Showdown. And after last week's performance, where our own Kerry Madsen won yet another round, so he running for the 2M team. Yeah, a great run by Kerry. Hopefully he can continue that. So that's in Kansas. So that's where Dodge City Raceway is held. So hopefully Kerry can go back to back this weekend. He's certainly been in good form, and naturally that would be good to see another win by the Aussies. So that completes our preview for this weekend. We're up to the 6th preview. Thanks once again. Please like, comment, share. The more viewing we get, the better. And please, thanks very much for your support. I'll see you on Sunday morning when I do the weekend wrap. In between now and then, I wish everyone the best. All the best for the weekend ahead, and tune in. I'll see you guys on Sunday. So thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.